You're listening to TerryWilson3.com. Inspiring, informative, and entertaining content for the entrepreneur and small business owner. And now, back to the TW3 studios with Terry Wilson.
All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and get into that training.
Here are just some strategies that I think is going to help you in 2021 to grow your sales. Number one, lead with what's in it for the prospect. With them, what's in it for me? When you're creating emails, when you're creating texts, when you're creating blog posts, when you're creating videos, always start with what's in it for the client. Number two, clearly articulate the end result. So if you're recruiting people into a business, if you're selling something, if you'll watch this video right here, I'm going to show you how people are making this much, working this much. Clear, concise, end result that they're going to get. Number three, start with a small niche market. Don't try to say, hey, I'm a health coach, I'm a wellness coach, I'm an insurance guy, I'm a real estate guy. I want to sell to everybody. We're understanding that, but everybody understands differently. And if you can have an idea avatar as who am I speaking to? Imagine in my mind, who are they? Where are they from? What's their background? What's their understandings? As much as possible, if I can drill down to who that person is, that niche, then that's going to inform how I approach them. It's going to inform how I articulate my ideas and my concepts. So don't be afraid to drill specifically down to a niche. Number four, be flexible. A lot of times we are creatures of habit, especially as marketers and salespeople and online professionals and entrepreneurs. We get comfortable. 2020 taught us one thing: we've got to be flexible. We changed up the entire way we do our sales funnels. Why? Because the market changed, the attitude changed, the anxiety levels changed, and because all that changed, our approach had to change. So I'm telling you, in 2021, if you want to stay on the cutting edge and you want to continue to see your business grow, stay flexible. Number five, prioritize your leads. Score them. One of the things I love about our CRM is when people come into it, it's going to track, their activity, how much they're opening email, what text has been sent to them, where are they at in the process. It's going to score them based on that activity, so you know how to spend your time the best. Who am I calling on? Who am I following up with the most? Who do I need to reach out to? Without that kind of metrics and without that kind of information, you're flying blind. So always score your leads, score your prospects, to understand, who's engaged with you and who's not. Some of you get a ton of email from me, a lot of texts. Why? Because you're engaged with me. And so I know this is a person that appreciates what we're sending. Some of you only get one email maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. Why? Because you don't open the ones we send, or you don't engage the ones we send. So we try to measure them because we don't want to pester people. We want to meet them and measure what activity they're responding with so that we can, in like turn, be of value to them and not a pester to them. And we wrote a book, matter of fact, on some strategies, the art of the follow-up, that you can get at TerryWilson3.com as well. That should help you with that. Number six, connect with a decision maker. Don't spend your time kicking tires and going over features and benefits with people that don't have the authority to make a decision to start with. If you know that the person's married and they're not going to make a decision without that other person, have them both sitting there. If you know you're in a situation where there's middle management and upper management, or a person needs to be in on the decision to make a decision, make sure they're in the room. Copy them on the correspondence. Get in front of the decision makers so you're not wasting your time. Now, I know this is going to sound intuitive, but number 7, perfect your sales pitch. Get your pitch. What is it? The value proposition that you're going to offer. What are they going to be able to walk away from as a better person because of you? Get it clear, concise. I'm going to help you discover what it is you want to do, what you love to do, what you're talented to do, what you're called to do, what you're skilled to do. I'm going to help you develop the skill sets, the tools, training, technology around it so that you can do it to the highest level. And I'm going to help you make a ton of money doing it. That's what we do at TW3. That's my sales pitch. Discover, develop, monetize. Get clear, concise on what it is that you offer as well. Number 8, storytelling. Stories sell, and everybody has a story. You have a story. You've been touched by life. You've had pains and you've had pleasures. You've had wins and you've had losses. Tell your story. People relate to stories. I could get up here right now and tell you about blogs, and I can tell you about podcasting, I can tell you about webinars, and I can tell you about autoresponders, and I can tell you about email marketing, and I can tell you about text marketing and social media marketing and all these other different types of things. But the one thing I can tell you that always has the greatest impact, people understand stories. They understand pain, they understand pleasure, they understand wins, and they understand losses because they've been touched by it. Maya Angelou says that people often forget what you tell them, but they'll never forget how you make them feel. A story makes people feel. And buying is an emotional decision that's backed up by logic. I want to capture your imagination for a moment. I want to tell you, you are worth more. I want to tell you that story of how I came from, humble beginnings, and just as a teenager in a fast food restaurant, met a guy that gave me 3 words that set me free. And I want to do the same for you. That's my story. My story is what my business is built upon. I don't care about blogging and podcasting and all this other stuff. That might change tomorrow. Why? Because technology changes. But a story will always remain. Tell your story. Number 9, listen, listen, listen. Listen to what your prospects are telling you. Listen to how they're telling you. Listen to the words they're using. Listen to the emotions behind it. The better you can listen to your prospect, the better you can listen to your client, your customer, the better you can listen, the better you can sell. Give your undivided attention to your prospect. When you're on the phone, when you're in a TW3 call center, when you are making that sales call, when you're selling that car, when you are showing that home, when you're talking to people about their health, whatever it is you're doing, give that client your undivided attention. Number 11, and this is huge, especially on retention. When you're negotiating with your customer, when you're negotiating that sale, when you're closing that sale, always close and always negotiate for a win-win. It's not enough for you to make the sale. It's enough for you to make the sale and they feel like they got the best deal in the world and they're so happy with the decision they made. Always negotiate for a win-win. The best way to negotiate for a win-win is take the client to the worst case scenario. What if you buy this product? What if you get this car? What if you buy this house? What if you get involved in this business and this, and this doesn't happen until this, or this happens, or this happens? What does that look like? Take them there. They might not emotionally or intellectually go there by themselves. But if you'll take them there and then show them how if the worst case scenario happens, they can still win through it, then you've already prepared them for any disappointment that comes after the fact. Control the narrative. Don't let them, out of fear, out of anxiety or something, go somewhere and undermine the agreement that you have made with them and them with you. Always negotiate for a win-win. Number 12. Follow up for a definitive answer. Even if they're not ready to make the sale decision today, then close them on when will you have the decision made. Always follow up until a definitive answer. It doesn't even matter if it's no, then you can take it off your board, but follow up for a definitive answer. Number 13, always highlight the risk and the opportunities. Always highlight it. Shine a light on it. Hey, here's someone that made over $500,000 in 2020. And here's someone that bought it and was there for a week and left and lost $3,000 on an elite package. Highlight it and explain. Don't be this one, be this one, and this is how. Always highlight the opportunity and the risk so everyone sober-minded, clear-headed, and with 20/20 vision can see what it is they want. Number 14, before you sell a product, before you sell anything, sell yourself. Always let people know who you are, the good and the bad. Don't try to be everything that you're not. Be you, be yourself. Put a bow around your good and your bad. Shine a light on it. Hey, This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm bad at. This is how I can help you. This is how I've helped other people. This is why you should do business with me. This is why you should be. Sell yourself before you sell any other product, because people buy from people they like. Number 15, develop a right mindset. As a man thinketh, so is he. I'm telling you, mindset matters more than anything else. More than skill, more than talent, more than ability, more than experience. Mindset. A person who says he can't and a person who says he can are both right. How you think is going to determine how you earn, how you enjoy, and what you experience. Number 16, more than being thought of as smart, more than being thought of as an expert, more than being thought of as the be-all, end-all in any matter, be thought of as helpful. I might not know what you need right now. I might not know how to fix what it is you have right now. I might not know this, that, or the other. But here's what I'm committed to, Mr. and Mrs. Client. I will help you get the answer you need. I will help you solve the problem you have. I will help. Number 17, as well as asking for the sale, ask everyone for the referral. Ask everyone for the positive feedback. Ask everyone for, hey, share this information. Ask everyone to help you promote you, even when they don't buy. Because everyone can help you get your name, your product, your good, your service out there, but you have to ask. Number 18, make your demonstrations of your products, goods, and services as concise and to the point as possible. There's times for long form content. Our podcast normally goes for an hour because we're not just demonstrating a product. We're not just teaching and training on something, but we're having a show. We're exchanging ideas and we're having fun. We're letting the client know this is who we are. We're bantering about because this is our brand. We're not selling just products. We're selling a lifestyle. We're selling a culture. We're selling who we are. So that's fine in a long format, but when it comes to this is how this works, or this is how this works, or this is how this product, good, or service will work for you, be clear, concise, and to the point, and as quick as possible. Number 19, give clear but time-sensitive call to actions. The only way some people are ever going to move is by having a sense of, if I don't move now, I'm going to miss this opportunity. Many times, your big call to actions, the things that you need to happen, has to be time sensitive. It's not to put people under compulsion. It's not to manipulate people. It's for those people who've been thinking, and they've thought about everything. Now they just need that nudge. They need a mental reason why to pull the trigger now. We need to give them one. So in your call to actions, not all the time, not every time, but a lot of times, at least 2 or 3 times a month, you need to have a clear call to action that is time sensitive. Number 20, address uncertainty when you see it. If you see uncertainty in the product, good, or service, if you see uncertainty in the client, if you see there's any incongruency between what the client wants and needs versus what the product is and has, address it. Point it out. Let them decide if it's something that's doable, if it's something that it can be overcome, or if it's something that they can't really get past. Number 21, use a script. I don't know why people think that a script is bad, or a script is not natural, or a script makes it sound like it's phony. Even though a script may make you feel like you're restrained, trust me, even on my podcast, even a lot of times when I'm vamping, I rehearse it until those words are my own. And a lot of times I use rhetorical tools like alliteration so I can keep a clear mind as to what I'm trying to say and get out. That's why you hear me all the time, tools, training, and technology, means, method, and mechanism. There's a lot of alliteration in what I say simply because it's a rhetorical device so that I can remember what it is I'm trying to communicate. So use little techniques and tools like that, but don't be afraid to use a script. Number 22, create a community. a community of clients, customers, a community of happy people that has used you before and fans. Create a community and let your community interact. Set up Facebook pages. Set up pages where they can communicate with one another and help outsource maybe services that your product, good, or service needs that you're not able to respond as quickly. They can then cross-pollinate and help one another. Number 23, don't be afraid to sell to existing customers. One of the things that you ought to be able to do is create new products all the time that your existing customers, people that have already proven they know you, they like you, and they trust you, will have something else to buy from you. Number 24, offer clear assurances. One of the things I love about our business at TW3 is we have a 90-day money-made guarantee where we show people if you will use our tools and training the way we show you, not the way you think, not the way you want to try it, not the way that other people have done it, but if you'll use it the way we show you, we guarantee results in 90 days. That helps people, especially in the opportunity space, especially in the software space, especially that are trying this unknown quantity, have some sort of reasonable guarantee that says, okay, I at least know that they are confident in their system and in their strategies and in their software. Number 25, and finally, use automation. If one can put 1,000 to flight, then two can put 10,000 to flight. What that means, and from a theological standpoint into a practical standpoint in business, is I, Terry Wilson, here in South Carolina, I'm only one person, but I got 400,000 people on my email list. I got over 4,000 members. I've got a ton of people that myself and 4 other people full-time manage. How do we do that? Through automation. How do we market all of the things we market? Through automation. How do we follow up and respond? Through automation. That's the only way to do it. And that's one of the things that we offer at TW3 is text systems, email systems, blog systems, and all these other types of systems to automate your sales process, your closing process, and your servicing process. It's a CRM system we have along with some engagement tools as well. But the more you can automate and where to automate that, because you have to be smart about it, you can't automate everything. There is a time and a place for real one-on-one human connection, but there's a lot of things that can be automated. If you'll do that, you can scale your sales in 2021 as well.